Hello, I'm Sora Luxon, and this is Tarot Card 8 of Wands. First, it's important to remember that the four eights show us full but short term or closed system successes. That is, success in a unique or individualized effort of some kind, where the matter resolves to the benefit of the querent but doesn't connect to much else or lead to much else other than that specific win. This is how Hod advises us within the eternal eights. The Eight of Wands specifically speaks to us of Mercury in Sagittarius, which runs from the first to 10th degree very, very swiftly. For that's its lordship. The Eight of Wands is the lord of swiftness, of direct, engaging, speedful movement, which is so clearly displayed in the visualization of those staves flying across the card. All momentum across the face of this emotive blue background. There isn't even a human or seraphic character portrayed to pull away from the message of action being shown. All you see here is action. The 4 and 4 combining to 8 speedily show sudden great force in application. This is rapidity. This is the hasty rush. The so fast it might be too fast to see, or too fast flight of the rod shot forward through the air. Swiftness, rushing movement is wonderful when such intense haste is needed. But it can also mean that the movement or moment is going to go by so quickly, be so quickly accomplished that it's quickly past or all too quickly past. Too fast, perhaps, to truly enjoy or take meaningful note of. All this rushing energy is so quick it expends itself nearly as fast as it begins. So this is an action of tremendous forward force and power, but not lasting force. Words like sudden freedom, quick, confident courageousness, bursting, bold battle, that's all caught up in this card. Because of all the action spoken of here rather than calm, this can also often be a card of violence, either physical or mental and speedy, and not violence as a bad thing, right? You have speed in nature, but the clear blue day and open meadow are pointing to the violence of, say, an archer's arrow being loosed during outdoor target practice. That violent forward momentum, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that arrow is being shot at anyone. Or the violent inertia of a polo ball struck well on an open field at speed, right? The lance singing through the open air carried forward by the knight at jousting. The sprinter auspiciously taking first place as he flies down the outdoor track violently. Those are all violent forward movements. You see how there's no negative aspect there. Watching sports outdoors and all manner of fielding sports are often the quote-unquote violence and open-air freedom that's being hinted towards in the Eight of Wands. So don't jump to negative conclusions when reading this tarot card. It doesn't always refer to an obvious sort of rapid battle. Battles and challenges come in all shapes and sizes, and more often than not, the Eight of Wands is speaking to us of sports-type violent interactions or sports type transactions, right? Where they're not bad, but it's the violence of movement and challenge. Also, within Had of Yad, we have the undeniable interpretation of quick or speedy messages. Very quick communications being fully realized. Ideas are being swiftly expressed, rapid fire or quick thinking and understanding. Complete comprehension, very fast, and complete response is represented. And the concluding, very powerful desire to take fast actions. This is a card of passions, but not romantic passion, not that sort of passion. This is the passion of the sportsman, the challenger, the entrepreneurial enthusiast who lets no opportunity pass, but acts swiftly and decisively to generate immediate outcomes. This is real eloquence. A subtlety and haya of Nataya here, but it's important to keep in mind that such actions or individuals can be somewhat untrustworthy as they happen so quickly it's difficult to ever fully evaluate intention. The intention, possibly the motive, is so quickly fulfilled here. It's happening so fast that there's no real chance to catch a full look at it while it goes flying by. So remain aware of that. In basketball, this would be the sportsman who fouls another player but does it so quickly and well in order to then go on to get a point that no one's going to make that call, right? The ref's not even going to see it happen. So that sort of very quick, possibly untrustworthiness. So what to do if you pull the Eight of Wands? Communicate quickly and freely whenever you can. Bring your ideas forward and into the light of the open air. Take action. Be decisively passionate in mental and physical activities. Get stuff done. Quick, right? Speed up and be direct. If you're involved in any sort of track and field or outdoor gamesmanship or gaming, go for it full throttle because you're going to get there first. But know also that these successes, these quote unquote wins, will be full and complete and immediate, but very short term. They have very little, they're not going to have much or any bearing on any larger future event. So the Eight of Wands reversed. In its reversed form, the Eternal Eight shows us the flip side of all that wondrous speed becoming a problem, becoming so fiercely fast burning that it's a savage fire, an uncontrolled blaze of furious speed. It becomes chaotic rather than direct or quickly directed. It's rapacious or dangerously oppressive, very greedy or aggressively grasping, voracious, so forwardly rushing to have it all, to get there first, so covetous that the speed loses any natural usefulness and turns instead nasty, insolent, harmful to its bearer or to its intended goal. This is the runner who races forward so fast that they run right over the audience member applauding, right after the finish line, after they've won. They keep running so hard and so fast that they run over someone and they break their well-wisher's neck, or possibly their own, while they both tumble down together. Where the need to fly into action and having taken that win is the only thing that matters, right? Where it matters more than all the harm created. When the success could have just as easily been accomplished without harm being caused immediately. That sort of thing. So being either a thief as well or being stolen from, that's also going to be contained in the Eight of Wands reversed, where some form of robbery or theft takes place as speedy action goes entirely unseen by the subject it's caused upon to obvious detrimental effect. There's uneasiness here. Things aren't happening quickly or as intended. Stuff isn't coming through by the deadline. Too much is up in the air. It's lost straight shooting direction. Instead, now everything's haphazard. Closure isn't being created quickly. Things aren't being seen through to their ends correctly or well. Things might be stalling out, or perhaps you yourself are stalling in some way and it's leading to this type of havoc. There could be a muddy sort of argument or battle shown here, where things aren't clear to onlookers, where jealousy, that graspingness plays a part, envy plays a part. Rather than clear blue open skies, there's some lack of clarity or lack of freedoms. So what to do? Stop stalling if you are. If your envy is tempting you to take something, perhaps that coveted position at work, don't. If someone else is about to steal from you in some way, seek to counteract that by communicating as openly and honestly as you can. Just be aware that that's always an available thing that you can do, right? Out loud in a room of witnesses to overhear you if necessary. You might anger people a bit, especially your enemies, and you're probably going to rock the boat. But in this instance, it's called for, and it will be a short-lived turmoil to create necessary conclusion if you approach the situation as openly and confidently as you are able. The Eight of Wands reversed doesn't tell us to slow down, but instead to take what immediate actions we can to stop everything from continuing to fly out of control, or to stop everything from coming tumbling down out of the air. Until next time.